And here we go. So I've set it all out, ready for Els eventing, Teachmas. I'm so lucky to have such a big arena that I can set this all out, leave it out, and there's loads of room for Rosie. So I've got the Pivo over there. Hopefully the Pivo's going to behave itself, and we'll see what happens. So I haven't done one of these in a little while, but I thought it'd be quite sensible because, first of all, I couldn't leave the sound on because it was so windy, and also the Pivo was doing weird things. So I've had to cut this down because the Pivo lost us a few times. But I'll explain as we go on how you should set your Pivo up. But I really wanted to show this because Rosie's been a little bit tricky to get on. And this is all about working out where you need to be and helping her to get it right. So here she starts looking because they're getting horses in and she's distracted. She's not really in the right space. And then I go to get on the thing and she's like, no, I'm off. And that was really rude, actually. So I was like, oh, for heaven's sake, Rosie. But then I put her here and she stands nicely. So I think, okay, right, let's just pull the mountain blocks here, you. And again, she still just stood. She stood on all four legs, which is really, really important. And at this point, this is usually where she walks off. She didn't. So I was like, okay, you are really, really alert and a little bit fresh. She'd not been ridden all week, but she was stood still. So this is good. Now, also, at the start of these sessions, like I said, she's not been ridden since Monday. And also she is in at the moment, just for various reasons. So she starts off and she looks almost not right, but what is actually going on here is she's actually really tense. So I don't know why, but she just holds a lot more tension when she comes in the arena at the moment. It's partially my fault and partially just her with a little bit of lack of confidence. So as you can see here, the Pivo is about to drop off and not keep us in the thing. So I've actually cut it and... oh, I didn't cut it there, but yeah, you can see I'm like looking, going, oh God. You will notice the Pivo stair, which is about to come up here. There we go. Anyone that rides with the Pivo will do that. Yeah, so I'm just walking around here. I've set out the Elsa Ventin Teachmas Polework from her first one, which I thought was absolutely excellent, and what a good idea. So as you can see here, it's all laid out. So just while I'm warming her up, I'm just walking around the poles. There's also people getting horses in from the field, so she's got a lot to look at. So I'm just sort of trying to get her attention and just walking around because she actually really wants to go. And as easy as it would be just to let her trot off and then bring her back to walk, actually, we're now at a stage in her training where I just want to actually, just get her, like, sometimes I do have to get on and just walk. So you see there, like, it just looks a little bit stiff, but she's not stiff. She's just really tense and wants to trot. So I'm just trying to use my seat and my legs just to sort of get some relaxation. I'm very much not on the hands. I know she looks like I'm riding around an outline. She puts herself there. I'm just trying to control the energy with the seat. And you'll see after she's trotted and cantered, actually, that then she is fine. But then she's a lot more relaxed. So this is all just tension. So yeah, I don't like some people won't see it, but I do. Like, you can see there, she's like, oh, jig jog. So we need to work on this because when we go competing, I need to be able to get the relaxed frame that you'll see later on quicker, because I don't want to have to just wear her out. Anyway, so we're going to go through the poles and so Rosie's at the very baby start of like this exercise where just walking and trotting around it is actually quite hard. Walking's not so bad. Walking, she's fairly confident. We do a lot in hand, so she's like, yeah, but I'm just sort of getting her in the right frame. And yeah, she's looking pretty good. And then I ask her to trot. Now, I'm trying to not just... so I take her out of this exercise just to start with the trot. And then when she's a bit more established in the trot, I'll bring her in. Pivo's about to lose me again. There we go. So yeah, but what I'm concentrating on here is just slowing my rising, concentrating on getting her pushing through from behind, She does this little bit of an ignorant thing when we go on the left rein sometimes, where she like goes a bit wooden. But yeah, so I'm all I'm doing with my hands is basically having a secure outside hand and then just feeling on the inside hand just to ask her to soften, because as you can see, a little bit argumentative. But I'm not asking her to come in outline. I literally, that is all my hands are doing. Everything else is coming from slow rising. And as you can see, I'm not rising very high at all either. Oh, little spook. Just, the slower and lower you rise, the better. Because she can go fast. She knows this. So as you can see, the quality of the trot's just getting a bit better here. It actually really helps because she's so whizzy. She just wants to rush off. So this is really backing her up off her forehand and making her sit back a little bit more. I'm going to change rein here. And actually trotting round the corners was really hard. So it's really important to look up and to where your neck's going, so that you're sort of riding through the corner. And it's okay that they can go out a little bit, but you can see she's like, this is pretty good. So we're just concentrating. I'm actually on the wrong diagonal there, which is horrific. Bad me. But this is why I like using the Pivo. So this is the first time I've used it at this yard, which is interesting. And I just need to find the right place in the arena to put it. So I'm giving Rosie a little walk break here because it's really important with young horses or any horse when you're adding an exercise in or doing anything, just to make it easy. And you can see here the walk is a lot better than the walk at the start. So she's still being a bit like, oh, what's going on? Someone actually came around the corner and said, don't get a horse in at this point. And I was like, yeah, fine. And they're like, oh, do you want to? And it's like, just do it. Like, Rosie's got to get used to horses moving around when she's being ridden. So, she was whinnying quite a lot, and she does a squeaky whinny, which I wish I got on film because, yeah, it's interesting. But anyway, so yeah, we're just walking and then I'm going to move her back up to trot. She doesn't need to walk for too long. Yeah, checking the Pivo's following us. Yeah. But yeah, and you can see she's got a nice swing behind. She's moving forward with purpose, but she's not rushing. And then we're back. Now here I'm starting to ask her for transitions. So because she just wants to go, she doesn't really want to do this, but this is another exercise to sort of try and get her back on a hocks. So I was aiming for like every corner to begin with. And this is where, like, you have an idea of what you want to do in a schooling session and then give it a go. And if it's not working, don't just keep battering on at it. So every corner wasn't going to work. So I thought, well, okay, let's just sort of, checking the P there, let's just trot round one corner and then walk one corner and trot round one corner and walk one. Because I want a quality walk when I'm walking. I don't want her to just assume that we're going to go into trot straight away. The head coming up with her balancing. So she's getting better. There you go. Concentrating. She's thinking about what she's doing. And ironically enough, the more we do, which is actually not surprising at all, the better she gets. The less, she's noticing there's quite a lot going on around her now outside the arena, but she's like, no, that's fine. And then I think I was starting to think about having a canter, because often once I've had a canter, everything else is a lot easier. But maybe this isn't the point where I'm thinking about that. Oh no, look, nice transition on the centre line. And then going to go this way. Oh yeah, we're going to do the left rein first, obviously, because we work equally. So we're going to do the walk and trot this way, and then we're going to start thinking about doing a canter. That was nice. And I start on her easy rein first before I move on to her harder rein. Her left rein is harder because she falls out through her right shoulder. But actually, she was not too bad. Pivo annoyingly dropped me. But I think it'll pick us up here. Here it goes. It's like, oh, there you are. And it's thinking she is bright enough, but it is all to do with the Pivo. I think also the problem I didn't realise was I put the Pivo onto fast and I should have had it on frenzy. I thought fast would be quick enough, but she moves a bit too much for that. So frenzy, ironically, is what she needs. Obviously, I had it on the side. I had predictive follow off. I will put in the comments the instructions that I use, and it seems to work pretty reliably. But this arena is 50 meters long, and I think up to about 40 meters it's really good, but 50 meters is just too far, which is why they say for you to put it in the middle. But just here, yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking, oh, right, okay, let's have a little bit of a think about canter. Just tense through that transition there. That was not good. I shouldn't have accepted that. Oh yeah, there's lots going on here, and this is the point where I actually now start to get quite nervous, which I shouldn't be because I'm meant to be like, you know, in charge of Rosie, but like I want to canter, but there's stuff going on. Rosie's getting tense because she knows that I am thinking about cantering, but you know, I want to be real and show you that it's not all fun and games with youngsters, and sometimes you just have to get on with it. And here I actually stick my hand on my neck strap and I ask her, but I don't ask her well enough. And I'm annoyed that the Pivo missed us here because she actually was really naughty. And it was not great. So I'm just like, right, okay, Rhea, get yourself together. You've got to ride her and tell her, because Rosie very much needs telling in a positive way, because if you go, oh, if you don't want to, then she'll just always go no. And there we go. Nice transition. Not too bad. It's going to lose us, which is such a shame because this canter was really, really nice. But there you go. That was us. Like teleporting. Nice transition down. I always try and make her come back to me as soon as possible because she can be a little bit runny. And I just want to start as we mean to go on. So here I go. I'm going to go on the other rein now. Now this is my nemesis rein, not hers. I don't even know what I was asking here. I'm actually really not very happy with how I rode this, but hey ho, I'm showing you it. And what I really should have done now is just put my leg on and go. And I do, but I'm holding on to her. I need to trust her a bit more. But I think now, you know, because I've got this video and I've ridden her, we've only cantered like not even 10 times in the arena since her accident. So I think what I just need to do is know she's not going to start bronching. That is what's going in my head. Like, and it's not even like Rosie actually does that. But here you go. I asked for it awfully. And she wants to go. Like, that is my fault. I'm blocking her. So I need to just get on with it. I did have a word with myself after this. And you can see just in there I was actually getting out of the saddle and just giving her a bit of a break and not blocking her. And as you can see from a distance, what a beautiful canter. Must remember next time to canter closer to the Pivo. And then I change rein, and then it's not a horrendous transition for a baby, but this is nice. You can really start to see. There we go. And I get off her back and give her a bit of a hoolie just because she needs to go forwards in the canter. Anyway, so we're finished with canter now. We're going to go back to trot. I'm going to give her a walk. I'll tell her she's a good girl. And as you can see, like there, I think it's going to pick me up better in a minute. Oh, hang on, the Pivo lost us, so I'm going to just pair back. There we go. Yeah, checking. And as you can see, the walk here is great. So what I'd started doing here just at the end, just while I was like walking on a loose rein. Sometimes I trot her with a stretch, but actually as Evie said in her video, young horses, they just don't have the balance to do the stretch. So it is quite unfair to make them do it if they're not ready, because they can trip and fall and hurt themselves. So Rosie, it depends on what we've been doing. We've done quite a lot of trotting, so I was like, you can do this and walk, but she's stretching nicely and walk through her back, and then also just by walking her over the poles randomly, it's getting her just to sort of, use her back end. But no, yeah. I was pleased with the walk at the end. And this is the walk I have out hacking. So, you know, it's there. It's just getting her in a place where she's calm. And then I'd walked her off for a little while, actually. The Pivo had lost me. The whole session took about 20 minutes, which is kind of ideal. She'd been on the walk for 10 minutes before. I did lunge her very briefly, just because I was feeling a bit wet. And there's no shame in that. You see, this is a really nice walk now. See, no, there's no stiffness there. And like I say, it's not stiffness. It is just tension. But that's my job to fix that. And then we have quite a nice halt here. Oh no, I'm going to halt in a minute. So just walking around. So hopefully next time we come in here, we're leaving this out for the rest of Christmas now. And I'll get another video of me doing it again. And hopefully in the next video, you'll see that it's much better. But as you can see, that's a much calmer, happier horse. More relaxed than the one that started the session. And, you know, that's okay. I don't feed her any calmers or anything. She just needs work, a little less food. And here we go. And she steps up into that hole. Like, it's not perfectly square, but she steps up into it. Anyway, and I leave this in because I just think this is quite cute. So she's just having a little scratch. I'll do the girth. You can see she's still really alert. She's not knackered. And then, oh, she frightens herself by having a little shake, but that's young horses for you. See, look, really alert still, bless her. Then I'm trying to give her a mint. She's like the horse that just doesn't like anything, but I poked it in her mouth and she did eat it. And yeah, and that's the end of the session. So that's the first time we've tried this. I'm going to try it again and have the Pivo in a slightly different position. But yeah, overall, super pleased with Rosie. What a good gal. Anyway, come back next time. Thanks for watching.